This is a video for a 2000 Jeep Cherokee Sport with a taillight that wasn't working. Now, it took me a hell of a while to figure out where the problem was. Turns out it wasn't the bulb, it wasn't the socket, but it was the wire leading to the taillight. The brake light did work. As you see, this is a dual filament bulb. On the top of this, there is a tail light and a brake light that share the same bulb. So when you step on the brake light, one filament lights up. When you are running just your headlights, the tail light is constantly on, which is another filament. So the problem was the brake light worked, the tail light did not. The tail light did work on the driver's side. This is the passenger side. So what I did was I took apart this plastic piece. It's just Phillips screws. And then I took this piece out, which is on the passenger side, that piece right there, which is, there's about 4 screws, similar to dismantling this tailpiece. Once I got that out, I was able to get in here. As you can see, the wiring from the socket goes through here, this rubber grommet, then it comes out there. So in order to access that, you got to pull out this passenger fender. I don't know what the actual name is, but it's this piece here. Then you get in there. Now, the problem was in this socket. This white socket here was all burned out. I couldn't even dismantle it. I had to break it to get it out. But here's the tricky thing, and this is what you need to know. The wire that feeds the taillight is the brown wire. You have 3 wires coming in here. You see? Ground, minor, and major. What they call minor, Chrysler Jeep, what they call minor is the brown wire, which is the taillight. What they call major is the white wire with the brown stripe, and that's the brake light. I had to figure that out. Why couldn't they just put brake light and tail light? That would have saved me a lot of time and aggravation. But anyways, Chrysler's stupid terminology and their wiring sucks. This isn't the first time I've had to fix a broken wire. I had to trace it back. Now here's the confusing part. For some reason, they decided to change the color of the wiring. It's brown on that end, but it's green with a yellow stripe on that end. So using a multimeter, I had to decipher which was which. And it turned out the green wire with the yellow stripe coincides with the brown wire, which is the taillight lead. This lead is the white wire with the brown stripe is the brake light. So as you can see, what I did was, when I pulled this white plug apart, these 2 wires just fell out. Well, actually, the white one did with the brown stripe. But after looking in there and seeing how bad a condition this was, I decided to pull the other one out and just do a direct splice to the wire and bypass this plug. The black wires, you can see the ground is in there along with the other wires, which that part of the socket isn't as in bad condition, so I left them in there. But I directly spliced these 2 wires, the tail light and the brake light, directly to the wiring. So that's what you got to do if you have a tail light that's out and it's not the bulb and it's not the socket. Start tracing it back. Could be this.